You know how sometimes you just want to really get into something, understand the core of it, maybe have that little aha moment, but without getting totally bogged down?
Yeah, skip the endless reading, get right to the heart of it.
Exactly, that's what we do. And today we're diving into a really unsettling story. It's
Yeah.
about a weekend Jake and Emily had at this remote cabin out in Redwood Ridge. Got pretty weird.
We've got some excerpts here, like their firsthand account of what went down.
Right.
So our plan is basically to unpack what happened, explore the bits that feel really off, and maybe think about what else might have been going on beneath the surface.
Okay, so let's set the scene. It's autumn, getting chilly. Jake and Emily arrive at this cabin, pretty isolated, deep in Redwood Ridge. Sun's just about gone down.
Mm-hmm.
And the description, it starts off sounding, well, peaceful. Rustic cabin, woods all around, stone fireplace, big windows looking out at just trees.
You can almost smell that cold, fresh air.
Yeah. And you hear the usual forest sounds, leaves rustling, maybe bird, twig snapping. Sounds idyllic, actually. Like the perfect getaway.
It does, initially.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting is how the source mentions it felt almost too serene,
Yeah.
like setting you up for something.
Ah, right. Like a calm before the storm kind of feeling.
Exactly. That little hint of unease, even in the peaceful description, it makes the shift later on feel even more jarring. Did anything else about that initial setup stick out to you?
Well, that phrase, too serene, definitely, it puts you on edge right away, doesn't it? And yeah, things don't stay serene for long. Later that night, there's a full moon, and Emily goes for a walk. And
Okay.
that's when she sees it. This tall, shadowy figure just standing there beyond the trees, completely still.
Still. Okay.
But then she looks away for just a second, looks back, and poof, it's gone.
Oh.
Her first reaction, trick of the light,
Yeah.
moonlight, shadows, easy to explain away.
Right. That's very common. Your brain tries to fit it into a neat box, find a logical cause. Makes sense.
Yeah, we try to rationalize weird stuff. We don't want to believe we saw something impossible.
And that dismissal, that initial doubt, did I really see that, can make things confusing later on, especially if things escalate.
And they do escalate. She goes back inside, tells Jake what she saw, and he's pretty dismissive. Probably just a deer, maybe blames it on city nerves.
Understandable reaction, maybe? Trying to keep things calm?
Maybe. But then night really falls, and the whole vibe changes. The wind starts howling like crazy, and the cabin itself, being old, starts creaking and groaning. It's like the environment suddenly turns hostile.
Yeah, those sounds. The wind, the creaking wood, they really ramp up the tension, don't they? Makes you feel small and isolated out there. It's like the outside world is reflecting their growing unease.
Totally. And then comes the big moment. A really loud bang from the forest. Sharp. Unmistakable.
Not just a branch falling.
No, definitely not. And it's followed by these heavy, deliberate footsteps, like something walking with purpose, not animal-like scurrying.
Heavy, deliberate. Okay, that's significant.
So obviously they're freaked out. They go to the window, look out, and the figure's back.
Oh, wow. Closer this time.
Much closer, right there at the edge of the clearing by the cabin. And again, described as just unnaturally still, which is weird after hearing heavy footsteps. Right?
Very weird. Movement, then absolute stillness. It's contradictory.
And that's when Emily says it, that line that just sends a chill down your spine. Jake, it's not just a deer.
Yeah. That's the turning point, isn't it? When the attempt to rationalize just completely falls apart. They know it's something else now.
Absolutely. So what do? Well, after it disappears again, Jake decides they need to investigate. He grabs a flashlight. Emily's clearly hesitant. I mean, who wouldn't be? But she goes with him.
Brave. Or maybe a bit reckless.
Maybe both. But here's the really eerie part. They step outside, and the woods are dead silent.
Silent after the wind and the bang.
Completely. No wind, no animal sounds, nothing. Just silence. Which feels even creepier than the noise somehow.
That sudden quiet, yeah, that can be incredibly unnerving, like the world is holding its breath. Creates this awful anticipation. What does that kind of unnatural silence make you think?
It feels like a trap, almost. Like something is waiting, and, well, something is. They move forward a bit, and they see it again. Closer.
Is it clearer this time?
Oh, yeah. Much clearer.
Yeah.
And there's no mistaking it now. The text describes it as this tall, twisted silhouette, long, gnarled limbs, really unnatural looking. And its face, just hollow. Dark, empty.
Twisted, gnarled,
Yeah.
hollow face. Okay, this is moving way beyond just a shadowy figure.
Way beyond. And the movement, it says it glides, like its feet aren't even touching the ground.
Gliding, not walking.
Gliding.
Yeah.
That detail really pushes it into the realm of the truly bizarre, doesn't it? Violating basic physics almost.
It absolutely does. That taps into some deep fears, I think. The unnatural things that just shouldn't be. The proportions, the face, the movement. It's all designed to be profoundly disturbing.
You can imagine the reaction. Emily screams. They just turn and run, scrambling back to the cabin as fast as they can.
Pure panic.
Total panic. They slam the door, lock it, but then they hear heavy breathing right on the other side of the door.
Oh, man. That is terrifying. So close.
Yeah. So they spend hours, basically the rest of the night, just huddled inside, terrified, listening, waiting for morning. It's not just a quick scare, it's sustained terror.
That prolonged fear is important. It grinds you down. The feeling of being trapped, vulnerable, with that just outside, the breathing makes it so immediate, so personal.
And it doesn't quite end there. Morning comes, they decide, understandably, we are getting out of Redwood Ridge now.
Can't blame them.
Not at all. So they pack up, jump in the car, and start driving away. But as they're leaving, Emily glances in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Yep, it's there, standing at the edge of the forest where the cabin road meets the main road, just watching them go.
Oh, chills. Still watching.
Same hollow eyes, same twisted shape, and that final look, it gives them this unspoken understanding. They both just know if they ever came back here, it would still be there, waiting.
Wow. That's a powerful ending. It implies the creature, or whatever it was, isn't just a localized phenomenon. It's aware of them. That rear view mirror image,
Yeah.
even as they escape, they're not really free of it. It sticks with you.
It really does. So if we recap the whole ordeal, you've got this build-up, right? Starts with that maybe imagined sighting Emily has.
Mm-hmm. Ambiguous start.
Then the creepy sounds, the wind, the bang, the footsteps really cranking up the tension.
Closing suspense.
Then the figure showing up again, closer, clearer, and way more terrifying. And finally, that lingering image as they leave, the sense that it's not over.
Exactly. It's a really effective progression from uncertainty to undeniable horror, leaving that lasting sense of unease.
So it leaves us, and you listening, with a big question, doesn't it? How do you explain that progression? How does it go from a possible trick of the light to this thing with a hollow face that glides?
Right, what's the explanation?
Was it all psychological? Did fear and suggestion just snowball in their minds out there in the isolated woods? Or was there something genuinely strange, something unexplained happening in Redwood Ridge?
And what about that final image? The watching figure in the mirror. What does that suggest about the nature of their encounter? Is it a warning? A promise?
Definitely leaves you thinking. Something to chew on long after we wrap up here. What was really going on with Jake and Emily that weekend?